Hola, it's Marisol, and I wanted to show you today how to get started with Airtable. Now, Airtable acts like a spreadsheet, but it's super powerful because you can use it as a CRM or for project management or even for media planning, which is what I use it for. Now, this video is going to be very beginner's level, just trying to help you, again, get started with Airtable. And in the future, I'll make videos for those advanced people who want to see more about Airtable. So, okay, I'm just gonna minimize my video here and we'll just get started. So in Airtable, what we have as what you would think like different spreadsheets or almost like in Excel, like different workbooks, that is called a base. So bases are different pockets of data that you're going to have. Now, to create a new base, you just go to this icon right here that's a plus sign and you create the new base. You have different options. You can start with a template. An example of a template is this blog editorial calendar. I grabbed it from the Airtable templates. So you can start with a template or you could import data. So if you have a spreadsheet from Google Sheets or Excel spreadsheet or QuickBase, any other sort of spreadsheet file, you can immediately and automatically just import the data and the base will create itself. And then the last option is to start from scratch. Now today we're going to do start from scratch. Once you click start from scratch, you get to name your table. So Airtable get started video. And you can put different icons for everything. I'm just going to put the movie icon here, the film. And then later on, once you're done with that base, you can share it. Airtable is very good for collaboration within a team or with external people, that is external people to your company. You can duplicate the base in case you want to have a backup. You can move the base to other workspaces. And you can also set up Slack notifications. So I'll just leave it at that and I'll go inside my base. Now, as you can see, that very first look of Airtable is you have different things up here in this panel. So if you click on this icon right here, it just opens up different views, and I'll explain and give you a few examples of what those views are. But basically think about what are different ways that I can look at my data. Once you answer those questions, you'll be ready to start experimenting with the views. Up here, you can name your view. So I'm just going to call this recipes, since my example today is about recipes. Then you have these three dots right here. Those are more to see more options. You can rename it, you can edit the description, you can duplicate it, or you can download as a CSV. This is really important for the more advanced videos that I'll make later. Later, you have all the teams that are part of your spreadsheet. And then you have things that are called hide fields. So if you don't want to see these notes, for example, you can hide the notes field. And then you can bring it back up. Then you have different ways to look at your data and filter through. And in more advanced videos, I'll show you what these are. You can group your data, and I'll show examples of those. You can sort it. So if you have like dates, you can sort by the date or alphabetically. And then you have things that are color, which again is a more advanced feature. And you can select the height of your rows. And then later in a more advanced video, I'll show you how you can make your data public or visible to other people without necessarily sharing it in a way that they can edit over them. Okay, so I'll get started with my example. Today, I'm going to look at the website modernhoney.com/six healthy superfood smoothies. So I'm going to create a spreadsheet that catalogs those 6 smoothies. So the first thing I'll do, and I'll just run through these, and if you have any questions, like feel free to drop them in the comment. So I'm just gonna go along. So in this first column, I'm going to place recipe name, and then maybe I'll create something here that says the date that I'm going to make that recipe. So once you click on the arrows, you can see that there are many different options for types of data. You have text, you have attachment, check boxes, dates, phone numbers, emails, a lot of information. So I'm just going to get the date, and then I am going to add one more thing, which I'll just create the, let's see what I should create. I'll create a checkbox to know if I've done them in the past or not. Completed in the past. And then I'm actually going to add the source of all the recipes that I find. That way I have a very good catalog of where I've been finding my recipes, because those sources might be different over time. So since I know they are 6 recipes, I'm just going to do this 6 times. You can grab it and copy it. There you go. And I'll name the table itself recipes. Now, the thing about bases is that at the base level, you can have multiple tables. Again, think about it like workbooks in an Excel sheet. So I'm going to have a table that has all the recipes. And then I'm going to have a table that has just ingredients, because this way I'm able to know if I'm going grocery shopping, like what ingredients I need to get. I'm just gonna delete the rest of these fields right here. Great. And then I am actually going to add a section for ingredients right here. So we created a new base. We created 2 tables. We named our views, and we selected all the different columns of the data that we're going to have. So now I am just going to drop the names of the 6 recipes. So if you go all the way down in this website link, and I'll show it as well, is I'm going to grab, let's see, let's just do it one by one. Copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. And I'll just do 4 recipes for now. I'll delete the other 2. Great. So now we have our 4 recipes. We are missing the information for ingredients. The dates, I'll just put that today is when I grabbed all of them, and completed in the past, I have not completed them yet. Now for the ingredients, I could go here and get strawberries and type strawberries here, and then go to ingredients and manually type strawberries. Or I can create what is called linked fields. Now, linked fields are explanatory in itself in the sense that I want this recipe column to speak to the ingredients column from a different table. So I don't want to type strawberries twice. I want it so when I click here, strawberries immediately pop in as an option. So I want to be able to select from my list of ingredients of a different table. So I'll show you how you can do this. So I'm going to copy the ingredients from the first recipe. You have banana, almost there. Greek yogurt. This sounds like a very tasty smoothie. Spinach. And then flax seeds. Oh, and then we have ice, of course. Okay, so now I have my list of ingredients. Now the question is, how can I have these ingredients show up as options for me to select here? So I will tell you right now. Okay, so you click on this arrow. You have all of these options. And the option that you want to do for link fields is click on customize field type. Then again, you have the name of the column, the different options for the type of text, and then other extra information here. So I'm going to select from this drop down the first option that says link to another record. So I'll click there. And now I can see my two tables, recipes and ingredients. I want to select the list of ingredients. So I'm going to click ingredients. And I'm going to allow linking to multiple records. That is, when I click on ingredients, I don't want to just click on strawberries. I want to click on strawberries, banana, pineapple. So for that, I need to select allow linking to multiple records. For now, we don't need to worry about the second section right here. I can explain that in a more advanced video later on. So I'll click save, and then skip. So right now, we have this very interesting icon right here next to the column, because these icons tell you what type of data they are. The A stands for text. This icon right here stands for link to another record. This stands for date. This is a checkbox and a URL. So now I'm going to link to the ingredients that belong to that first recipe. And so for that, I'm just going to split my screen for a second. There you go. So it says that for these Ruth strawberry pineapple banana smoothie, it says that these are my ingredients. So now, since I already linked the records, I have this plus sign. When I click on it, it shows me all of the ingredients from a different table. So I'm going to click on strawberries. I didn't write pineapple. Okay. Strawberries, banana, orange juice, Greek yogurt, spinach, and flax seeds. Now let's see where my pineapple was. Here it was pineapple. And then I'll click on pineapple. So as you can see now, this column has all of the ingredients that I needed. And I was able to just select them right away from this table. Now, as you saw or might have noticed earlier, there's a new column that I did not create manually. It's a column that says recipes. This is the beautiful thing about Airtable. Once you link a record in a table, it would create another column in that reference table that tells you what has these records been linked to. So in other words, if I linked in recipe number 1 to strawberries, it will say that strawberries is linked to recipe number 1. And it'll do this automatically. So we have all the ingredients and the recipes that they are useful for. So if right now I say Let's see. If I say that sweet cherry almond needs almond, I'll just write almond here. And then there's ice. So if this needs almond and ice, this needs ice too, then that will tell me that ice has been linked to the almond smoothie and the pineapple banana smoothie. So now it's telling me it's linked to two recipes, whereas almond is only linked to one of the recipes. Great. So we have covered creating on a base, creating different tables, creating records and columns, and linking those records to one another. Now, I want to show you now how you can create forms. Airtable is so powerful that you can actually open up a survey, like a form or a survey of some form, and you can actually publish that form and collect information from your audience. So we're going to practice that right now. So in this sidebar right here, we have a view that is called recipes. Now we're looking to create a form. So I'll go down here and I'll select the form option. And I'll select, I'll name it submit a new recipe. And that is for your audience who would like to submit their at-home recipe. You can add a cover image or a logo. So it's in line with your branding. Hi community, leave us a recipe and we will share it on our website, something like that. So here you're asking the people to submit a recipe name. You're asking them to select the ingredients. You're asking them to select today's date. So date of submission. I'm going to hide completed in the past because that's for me to complete. So I'll grab the question and I'll drop it here. And then source, I'll add some help text that says, please add here a link to your recipe information. There you go. And then in terms of branding or, making sure that is personal to you and your audience, you can hide the Airtable branding from the form. Great. And you can also customize your thank you message. Thank you for submitting a recipe. And I could select for it to show a submit another response button or anything else. Great. So now in this nav bar, we have this very pink and obvious button that says share form. But first, I'm actually going to check if my form is well and complete. So I selected the button, open form, and now I'll see what my form looks like. To submit a new recipe, recipe name, ingredients, and data submission. Great. So now I'm going to share my form, and I have a link that you can put in your website. You can restrict it, and there are a bunch of more options. And you can also embed your form in your site, and I'll show how to do that in a different video. So I'll click on the link, and I myself will submit a new recipe. So I'll put strawberry banana smoothie. Ingredients are strawberries and banana and ice. Date of submission will be today, which is October 3rd. And in the source, I'll link, strawberry banana smoothie. I'll click here, which is give me some oven. That sounds like a fun name. And I'll drop the link here and submit. Thank you for submitting a recipe. Submit another response. I'll close this and I'll go back to my data to see that submission. So I'll change to the recipe view. And I now see that in number 5, it says strawberry banana smoothie, strawberries banana ice, October 3rd, and givemesomeoven.com. And in the ingredients, we have now in strawberries, banana, and ice the addition of strawberry banana smoothie. Okay, well, I don't know how to show again my face, my video, but it was great showing you today how to get started with Airtable. I really enjoyed our time together, and I really hope that you stay tuned for my Airtable advanced video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and stay updated, because I would love to continue letting you know how I use my everyday office tools to create and visualize data differently. Stay tuned, and honestly, drop some comments and we can start a conversation about how to use the best tools that actually work for you in terms of collaboration, data, media planning, or anything else. All right, that is it from me. Have a wonderful day.